welcome back to Downforce Discussions. We are bringing you all the latest from the Miami Grand Prix, and it has been a busy weekend. Should we start with what everyone was excited about, the Lego cars?
Lego cars. Vroom, vroom.
Love.
I'll show you how to get all of them without getting them repeated later. There's an app so you can scan the codes and you can get them.
Pay partnership right here. That's so
Please,
cool.
yeah. But yeah, I saved every single TikTok I see from the Lego race. It's like save, like save, like save.
Yes.
And everyone looked so happy. I've never seen them all look so happy.
We need that more often.
Now, you were saying that them going around the Barcelona circuit would be an experience.
Amazing. Please. And not only them, like get younger drivers to drive the cars. Like you have F2 and F3 also in the Spanish Grand Prix. So take that. I would pay a lot of money to see that.
I mean, they were already as kids in those Lego cars, bumping into each other, ruining the cars.
Mercedes and Williams didn't get back to the paddock.
No,
they got there, and you can see Kimi like running away, like George Judith did. It's so funny. One of the videos I saw the TikTok, I will like share it so you can post it. It's like it says something along the lines: "You let 19 adults and Kimi Antonelli driving cars around." And I'm like, technically, Kimi is an adult as well.
Technically, though, is he?
Yeah.
He's 18.
He's 18.
He's 18. Yeah. He had a great weekend.
In Miami, he can't drink the champagne, though.
So not him, not Ollie, not Isaac, not Gabriel.
Yeah.
Liam? I don't know.
Liam?
No, he's 21, 22. No, he's my age, I think, 22.
So then, yeah.
What a weird thing. Like, good thing then Kimi didn't win, because I'd love to see the kind of like what happens when he gets.
But they are allowed to like.
The lead slide.
Yeah, they let them. It's like in MotoGP, they let them, so it's not a biggie.
Yeah, I mean, he drank champagne like a few days before turning 18, and I saw a bunch of Americans being like, "He's 17." Like,
guys,
shut up.
Like, it's different in Europe, guys.
Like, he's Italian. Trust me, that's not the first time he's drinking.
No,
exactly.
Like
with a responsible adult involved, have a lovely time. But yeah, he did a great weekend for the little 18-year-olds.
I was watching Spring Quali with my mom, and I have the timings, like the official timings. They go like 10 seconds fast, like before what you see on TV. And I was like, Mom, you have to see what this kiddo is doing. Mom, the kid,
the baby. All over my heart.
He was so good, and also like in the beginning of the sprint, when fighting with them for the first place. But then again, Max Verstappen with Kimi's chaos also.
Yeah, can we talk about that pit stop palaver that they had?
Yeah,
that's scary to watch, and Kimi did well to avoid kind of going into his mechanics. But that was.
Max apologized to him after, I saw. It was chaos. I don't know, the team, the mechanics there, I don't know what they did.
But they've been having problems about pit stops since, remember the light that was not working? Anyway.
It just must be so frustrating if you're the driver and the thing that's putting you down is a light blinking, or like your mechanic, that's the bit that you can't control. That would be so frustrating.
Yeah, totally.
But it's even more frustrating when everything goes wrong and there is also that involved, because the car, Max said it's not turning. I don't know what he said. The brakes were not working.
Oh, disgusting weekend was my boys.
I thought of you. I really did when they hit the wall.
Look, what I'm gonna say, it's really mean, but I know it's gonna happen. So every year when the Spanish Grand Prix gets around the corner and we are on track, there are two people who got booed when they were on the big screens, okay? Lewis Hamilton and Esteban Ocon. This year, I don't think they're gonna boo them. They're gonna boo the crap out of Liam Lawson, because we are so tired of him. And it's going to happen. And I'm just going to laugh. Years prior, I just laughed at the booing. This year, I think I'm gonna join.
Yeah. Did he get a penalty
Yeah, but 5 seconds are not going to bring back a car that could have ended up in P4.
Yeah, and same for Max not getting penalized for turn two, lap one. I mean, I'm not happy, but
No.
Something that I read on like news that it's fake news. It's that the second race of the girls was cancelled because they had to do the Lego race. It was pouring.
No.
Like they could barely see.
Yeah.
It was literally awful. They could
Such
not
bad.
see who was in front. And if you see the Lego race, there's still water on track. That the
Yeah.
cars are just
Mhm.
And I saw before the race, they also were talking about canceling our race, like the F1 race, because of the lighting. It was dangerous.
yeah, and they were saying because Romain Grosjean was commentating on
I was
Canal
so
Plus
happy.
again this
It's
weekend,
so happy to
and
see it.
he was saying like in the US they're like crazy about like security when there's lightning, so like they
Yes.
evacuate everyone, like the staff, the public, everyone if there's like one like lightning strike thing.
Last
So
year, Indy was delayed for like 3 hours or
Mm.
4 because of like
wow.
rain and lightning. Yeah.
They run a
I
tight ship
mean,
as well. Everything in the paddock is so down to the minute. Like if it's not dry conditions and not safe conditions, then when would they have done it?
Yeah.
It's You're not sending them out on track and having their lives at risk. Safety
Yeah.
first.
Talking about paddock, let's like give a big thanks like thumbs up to Visa Cash App because they invited content creators related to F1. Like they were not invited any content creator. Everyone who was there because they had events on Thursday and Friday before practice and everything. And everyone there was like an actual F1 content creator. So
And Timothy
kudos.
Chalamet with Visa.
yeah. And Timothy.
Thank at least Kylie was not there. I don't like the Kardashians. I'm sorry.
Me neither.
A weird crossover, but I like that they're making an effort to kind of invite people that are specifically
I
F1.
mean,
Mhm.
this kind of
Yeah.
big content creators slash influencers that know nothing, it's like, but when you have people like
Yeah.
Madeline White, who is not only there as
I love
invited,
her.
but it's also hosting staff, creating. Oh my
She's
God, it's like,
I love her. I love that she's an F1 fan. It's such a collision of worlds. Does have you Alicia and Cam, have you seen she creates outfits out of like just paper bags? It's insane. She's
I think
very
I've seen her,
No.
yeah.
yeah, she's
No.
amazing. She's a fashion
Absolutely.
influencer, but she's like, well, I think because she's European, even though she lives in LA, it's why she likes F1 so much. Because if you realize, all the big content creators have like come from Europe when it's related to F1, like Lizzie, um, Joe, who was a bit controversial on TikTok, but well, she's from New York, but she's been studying and living in the UK. So all the big ones, I think it's like Europe
Yeah.
based, so which meant they know what they're doing,
And
what they're
can we
watching.
talk about like Oscar's bet with the like dolphin player and having to do the like that little dance?
I
Oh
am
my God.
I didn't know why he did it. Like it was like he's always
Yeah.
so calm and collected. Even when he started, like
yeah.
I was like so surprised.
It was more Running Man than it was gritty, but I felt I was like he'll never do that again. He will go back to
Yeah.
being silent. He will never push people out again. He's going back into his introverted shell.
But I
Yeah.
loved it. I loved it. He was
Love it.
like Oscar doing a dance. Like what?
It's mad.
Yeah, it was, but it was fun. Like at least we
Yes.
had something nice to like. And I love, 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 love the Mercedes. I thought at the beginning, I thought like, oh my God, they are so awful, those suits. So, and then the more I saw them,
Yeah.
the more I liked them.
I
Yeah.
love it. Push the boat out. It was good fun.
But Ferrari was like Visa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Or
were so.
Williams, the
I,
suits.
Yeah.
it was like it's like someone went on Canva and like tried to combine something and just couldn't get a blend, so just went, oh, we'll just mash it together, I guess, and that'll look
I
fine.
mean, even the car, like it was
Yeah,
ugly. I'm sorry. Like
I
I
mean, if you're
said
gonna do
Colgate.
some special livery, just do what Mercedes and Visa Cash App did. The only bad thing of the Visa Cash App is who was driving one of them.
So I say Liam Lawson.
Exactly. He looks like Ken, but
Yes.
and his job
Hi,
is
Barbie.
driving, and he doesn't do it properly. Like, Ken.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken.
Hi, Barbie. Bye, Ken.
Hi, Ken.
I also wanted to say about the radio messages of Louis
Oh,
for the
yes.
Ferrari. Those ones.
Oh, that was a good. Scientist 1.4 behind you. Do you want me to let him pass as well?
Yes. Oh my God. Or like have a tea break while you're at it.
I'm obsessed with this man now having to go to the co-chair the Met Gala, and like people are gonna
Yes.
come and ask him like, "How are things?" And he's go, "Don't. I'm here to stay, and no one else talk to me, please."
If Ali was here, she would say something along the lines, Carlos was saying it all along, and no one believed
Yeah.
him. And now that it's Louis, everyone is singing it. Bear in mind that they did the same to Seb. Like,
Seb
Charles
knew.
is the golden child. He's never going to do anything bad in the eyes of Ferrari. You're just second to him.
Charles was also on the radio saying like, let me pass.
At least he didn't say this time around with his teammate, "Can you say it in Spanish?" That was mean. We didn't like it. Okay, Charles?
Well, I saw after the race, Carlos and Luis were like hugging each other or something. And I was like, yep, the trauma bonding.
Well, Carlos was
they collide in the last turns, in the last lap, because Carlos was being a little bit aggressive. And something I have to say against Carlos, it's that he said on interviews with the Spanish TV, the team told me Alex was not going to pass me, and he did it anyway. Dude, he was like so much faster than you. I'm sorry. He had Kimi at 6 seconds away from him, and you were like, what, 2 seconds away from. No, your team is like, to your teammate, it's like 10 seconds before you. No, I'm sorry, he's faster.
He was good, Alex.
Alex was really good. Alex did a great job.
But he had an awful helmet. I'm sorry. Oranges?
Yeah. What was that?
Bring back the panda one. Bring it back.
Yes.
Or the peg one that he collided in the first lap, and he could not show it. Like, bring that one back.
Look, as the tail. Look, I'll mention her once because it's relevant. One mention. Lando Norris loves folklore. Must do with that mirror. Excellent. Loved it.
And that brings me to Megan. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know what I'm getting.
One of my t-shirts for the Spanish Grand Prix.
Okay, I'm ready.
Oh my God.
I need.
Let's go.
Where can I get?
I will send you the link later because it's one of those pages where you are not supposed to buy things.
Okay. Well, send me the link, and then in a couple of weeks we'll all have one. We'll all be wearing.
I saw one with Oscar also and Lando.
They have it from everyone. But I was like,
it's the best thing. I need a picture of you at the Spanish Grand Prix with that t-shirt.
This is my Friday look.
Nice.
Probably.
Channeling, good energy for the he was an Aston Martin that went straight into the ditch this weekend.
He was told, he was like send, not he didn't send it, he was sent.
He was sent. That is the best t-shirt. I'm gonna need to get myself an Oscar Piastri one.
I have like a couple more, but that was the one because my mom went into this website starting looking, because last year we wanted one for my dad. It didn't arrive on time. So this year we ordered it as soon as we had the ticket.
That's iconic.
I have the
nice
one, and this one was so cool and so cheap that it's just his helmet from Ferrari.
Okay.
That's such a smart t-shirt though. That's so cool.
Exactly. And I was like, for the €2 that I'm spending on it, I'm getting it.
I think it's money well. I think that girl maths, that's free.
It is. Especially when I didn't pay for it. So it's free.
It's free.
And I was sure when I saw the sprint and when Liam went into Lando, I was like, Nat must be fuming right now. I was like, that's why I wrote on the group chat.
You don't want to know all the names me and my mom called for Liam Lawson. I don't want to know, because I never get
This
my
is a
God.
safe place.
Oh
I think it's
God.
my mascara. Oh my
It's
God.
the emotion,
Yes.
the anger coming out.
This is a safe place. We will die for you. We will gang up on
My
you.
mom is always like, if you get so aggressive, I'm going to like stop the TV. And she was the one getting aggressive.
That was me yesterday, though, with Max and Lando when they were overtaking. I was like, not Austria again. It was
But that
so
was so
close.
fun. Like that moment was so fun. And then Luis and Esteban was also really, really
Yes.
fun to watch. Like I was like, finally, some racing in this track that we are going to have till for
41.
41. Yeah, that
Yeah.
I was always, yeah, it's like I was thinking, and I'm going to be 43 when they renew the contract.
Yeah,
is
I
a
was like,
horror.
wait,
not
how
to
old am I
skate.
even gonna be then?
I
Like,
didn't even think about that until now. I'm going to be 41. I'll be having a crisis.
We'll still be here, you know?
Yeah, we'll
Talking
still be
about
here
that.
every Monday. We'll still be here, guys. Don't you worry.
Yes.
Our contract's also extended till 24.
Yes.
How is it going to last so much when the Americans get get bored of everything so fast?
Yeah.
And Spa is
but
not like,
And they
talking
are
about
alternating.
contracts, talking about
Yeah.
contracts, I don't know if they talked about it on like other TV channels and stuff, but Jack Doohan, it's getting more and more possible like that
yeah,
he's gonna be
Mm,
replaced next
I
week,
saw.
I'm not
next
sure.
race. I mean, I don't
I
know. The
I
Canal
have
Plus commentators were talking about it pretty, and they're good at
yeah, but
spilling
my
the tea.
insider has told me that I said that on the group chat. The fact that they were not able to announce it before the Argentinian bank thing,
Mhm.
it's putting off like the things for Franco, because Flavio wants to be the first for everything. So if
Yeah.
someone does something that Flavio does not like, that door closes. Which, what does this mean? That if Jack is going to be replaced by someone, if that rumor from Franco does not die, that's it, is for Polaron. Because with Flavio, you expect the unexpected. We are talking about the dude who decided that for his
Yeah.
number one driver to win a race that he was not supposed to even get into the points, he sent his other driver to the wall.
So true, though.
I'm in denial. Let me be in denial.
But I've
Yeah.
been also told that it's not Imola and it's not Monaco and it's not Spain if Jack gets replaced. It's after
Yeah.
that. Could be Canada.
Well, Canal Plus, they were not saying that. But they were not they were like, it's rumors, but
Yeah, but
it's getting clearer.
Canal Plus, if they say it's rumors, it's rumors. If they say it's happening, it's happening.
They
That's
are
the
always
word.
right. They
Yeah.
are always right.
That's
And
my guys.
And I'm going to tell you something else.
Ooh.
Seeing what happened in IndyCar, I don't know if it's good for the sport to have Franco Colapinto on a seat. Not because he's not a good driver, he is, but there are two things here. Even though he scored points last year with Williams, with the short time he was with, he also generated more damage than Logan in that short period.
Yeah.
Like, remember, he crashed, I think it was twice in Brazil, and both crashes were like really, really big crashes. That's one thing. And the other one, I completely forgot right now what I was going to say.
It was about like the Argentinian fan base and stuff we talked about.
Exactly. And I told you this about, they are so proud that someone represents them that fanatism ends up problematic for the person who represents them. I saw that last year, and I think I told you that before, in IndyCar. There was an incident between the Argentinian driver and Theo Pourchaire. They sent, the Argentinian fan base sent so many death threats and so many bad things to Theo Pourchaire through social media. Even they got his phone number and started calling him. Don't know how they did, but that happened. And emailing him. That dude lost his seat. Like that. So I would love to see Franco. on the grid. Like, don't get me wrong, but I don't think if that's how it's going to go, I don't think it's going to last very long. And I don't think if it's positive for that it's such so controversial as F1 in some points to have that.
Yeah. And you also talked about the fact that like he's not media trained in the interviews and he talks like about everything. So
And he
I
flirts
don't
with
know.
people who are like twice their age. But don't get me wrong, I love Franco, but I think all
Me
of
too.
that bad side are like outshadows. No, I didn't say that right. Put a shadow
Yeah.
on everything that he does, okay?
Contrast where if it was in Scotland and we had a Scottish driver, we would pretend that we didn't because we think that that would jinx it because we never win anything. We would completely ignore and hope
You
for the
had
best.
one.
We had one. Yeah,
And he was in Formula E.
he was. He was
weekend
having a
presented.
great time.
I'm sorry, but what the, how many I lost count of how many overtakes in Monaco. They took, like, there was one in, I don't know what's the new name of the turn, but it's always going to be Loeb for me, the one that goes like that it's the point, 3 cars in parallel getting out of that corner, like that in Formula One, it's impossible. 3 cars, and I think they are bigger than the F1 cars. Like, what the
It was impressive. It was wild.
We need that chaos in Monaco for F1.
Please. Well, we're getting like 2 or 3 stops required this year.
2 this year.
Yeah, it's a new rule.
Okay. That's gonna
that
be
thing.
interesting.
Don't worry, guys. I keep mentioning it. I will be running a marathon that day. I will be listening to the commentary as I'm running the marathon. I am. If I suddenly scream, that's why.
I'll help you.
It might help me.
From my point of view and everything I work with, I think the Monaco weekend is the most stressful because there's MotoGP, there's F1, F2, F3, and it's the Indy 500. It's you finish one race and you get another. There's no stop, no break. And I'm pretty sure I think there's something Formula E as well in Tokyo. So
they don't think about this for people like us. Busy with
they don't.
Like, I know they're busy, but we're busy.
No,
Like,
thank God
our
there's no Formula E. Thank God.
Thank God.
And no Formula regional. Thank God, because that would be the death of me. Well, I've done worse.
And with Formula E and F2, do they have also 2 pit stops like F1?
Formula 2, yes, in the long race. Formula 3 doesn't. And Formula E, they started this new thing that if it's a double-headed, which means 2 races the same weekend, even though they come like different Grand Prix, the first one you do have to box, not to change tires, but to recharge your car, which is really cool. And the other one, no. So it's like kind of F2, one race yes, one race no. But of course, if you have a puncture, you have to pit. But something so cool is that they drive without the front wing if they need. Like,
yeah.
Dan Ticktum lost his Thunderbolts, and he was still there because his team was promoting the Thunderbolts movie, which is quite good. Actually, I saw it last Wednesday. I really liked it.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna see it the weekend, so I'm gonna take your word for it.
Marvel, but I think for me it was better than Captain America.
Oh, anything could have been. That film was it. Sorry. This isn't a movie podcast, but that film was a disaster.
It follows
Yes,
the plot.
I agree.
It's funny because the Red Guardian, it's really funny. There's this side of mental health and things that I really liked.
Okay.
So yeah, I really like, and you're gonna love Bob.
I'm sure. And Florence Pugh's there. I will watch anything that Florence Pugh does.
The only thing is that I saw it in Spanish. So in the Spanish version, they lost the Russian accents. So you'll have to tell me the next day or whenever you watch it if they have it in the original version.
Okay, I will. I've heard a lot about Sebastian Stan's hair as well in it, so I'll be
RIP, I think it's the last time we're gonna see him with long hair because he's already bald shooting the new movie.
Oh, I've seen this. He has gone full Sebastian.
Just like the Alpine team.
Great segue back, Cam. Good point.
I know why they did that. And it's so funny.
Aerodynamics.
Pierre went to Turkey to get her implants, And since he was going, yeah, because he has a recessive hairline.
Yeah.
So since he was going to be bald when they took the pictures, and Jack is like fine shaving his head every single time he's in like Australia because it's really hot. They told him, "Hey, do you mind shaving so you look like it like disguises the operation Pierre has just had?" And he was like, "Sure."
That's commitment that I don't think that if my colleague said to me, I'm shaving my head, you also shave your head, I would say, look, I love you. It's not happening to me this week.
It's not the first time one of this happens. Like in 2007, God knows why, Ron Dennis told Fernando Alonso to shave his head because Lewis Hamilton had like his head shaved. So, but the rumor is debunked. Yes, he did go and get hair, like, but you could see it. Come on.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
look, we all knew, we all saw Caroline. If he wasn't and he just decided to shave his head, bold choice, it was not a good look. Oh.
What else can we say about Miami?
I was going to ask our two Lando Norris fans about how are you guys feeling and what do you think needs to happen next race? I think it's a good. We've got two very qualified Lando Norris fans.
First of all, when I saw that he went from P2 to P6, I screamed. And I was like, okay, this is not going well. But then he overtook everyone, but still, Oscar was in front. And then the battle with Max, and I accepted at lap 50 that this is not going to happen. And I was like, okay.
I stayed in denial for quite a while. I was like, he went back up. He can do it, right? Yeah, it's just he's like I love Oscar, so it's like I love Oscar, but I will always love Lando more. But like I'm happy for Oscar. It's just I wish it was the other way around, but I'm still happy for Oscar, and so it's like I don't know. It's hard, and it's just the fact that he's leading the championship now, and I'm like, McLaren's probably gonna prioritize him and all when Lando has been so faithful to McLaren for the past 8 years, and he's a big part of the reason why they have a good car and they're performing well now because of his feedback and everything. And I'm like, he deserves to be number one driver. Oscar, he's still beginning. Like he's got time for championships, but Lando, like, I need him to win a championship. All right, I'm tired. I can't.
Well,
No.
if I read my statistics,
Uh-huh.
the last time one driver, McLaren side, got 3 wins in the first races and a hat trick. I don't remember when he got a hat trick, which is the pole, the win, and the fastest lap or something like that. He won the championship, and it was Mika Hakkinen in 1998. So and he was also riding.
I do not like your statistics.
And he was also driving a McLaren Mercedes. That's why stars align.
It's very funny because I think Lando began to hate the championship fight last year, and he's more happy for Oscar when he wins instead of him winning because he knows it's gonna be again the championship title, the questions and everything. So I don't think he really wants it in that way like Oscar does,
On the like car truck thing when they were like being interviewed and stuff, like Lando is just like me when I zone out and I'm like panicking inside. Like I felt bad for him. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Regardless, I just feel for him because he's always then, as soon as he loses, just then gets questions about.
No.
Yeah,
I'm hearing my mom. My mom is talking to my dad, and she's like, "You have to what I just saw at the race," and she's telling about the Lewis like message about Carlos.
I love her.
You need to get your mom on because she's.
If only she spoke English. Yeah, but she's like,
Get her in. Get her in.
We need to start doing like a each week. We need to get someone's family member to do like a prediction for the race.
Yes.
My mum was down staying with me in London this week, and we watched the race. She only knew who Lewis Hamilton was. She had no idea who anyone else was. Like,
and then you have my mom cursing at Liam Lawson.
Yeah, I was over in Paris with my brother, and at some point I forced him to watch like qualifying, and he was like, aren't the Ferraris supposed to be red? Like, and
And good.
like we're from Le Mans, so like of course he knows a bit about motorsports. Like he comes to 24 hours of Le Mans and everything as well, but he doesn't watch F1
You
or
have
anything
MotoGP this
else.
year,
So
this weekend.
yeah, but I'm not going.
I was thinking about going,
Sadly,
but
yeah, I'm not going. I didn't get tickets this year. My dad was supposed to go, but we're going to the south of France for my uncle's birthday. So I was like, bro, it's the GP. What do you mean we're going on this
and
weekend?
Fun is
Like,
doing so good. Like,
Monaco GP,
yeah,
Grand Prix.
well, but we know who's gonna
yeah,
win. A Marquez. Now I'm not saying Mark, I'm just saying a Marquez.
yeah.
Like Alex, I see a lot of similarities between Alex Marquez and Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris and Marc Marquez, because the underdog who was not supposed to perform as well as the one, it's doing it. Like both of them are ahead of the championship. Okay, Alex is 1 point ahead of his brother. Okay, nothing big, nothing fancy, but Oscar is 16 points ahead of Lando, 30 points away ahead of Max. If he continues this, like he already has the championship won.
I was going to say, anyone got any last things to share with the audience before we call it a day?
He died.
My light turned off as well earlier.
That must mean it's time to say bye.
It's time to wrap this
Yeah.
up.
Let's wrap this up. Well, thanks everyone for listening. We'll be back next week. We'll give our predictions for the race after, but everyone enjoy a kind of quieter week. And yeah, we shall be back soon in your ears.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.